Hello, this is Howard, the Teaserking, coming to you with week one of the NFL. Finally, I'm so happy the pros are back. Just life's so much better now that the football is back on. I've got a huge lock going this week. Get it at the site. You can buy the lock for the week for $100 or for the year for $1,000. I recommend the $1,000 because I'll do a whole lot more than 10 weeks of locks. Last week's won very easily with Mississippi State laying 24, winning 49 to nothing, and Baylor laying 27, winning 45 to nothing, which should have been much more had Petty not got injured and had to leave at half. I mean, they're up 31 nothing at half, and I called for a 70, so it would have been really close to it. But that's what we have, so we got a huge lot going already. Please feel free to buy that one, and you can make some big money early. Build up that bankroll. All right, let's look at some games. Washington-Houston is going to be a game I'm keeping an eye on. I'm not playing it, but I want to see Clowney and J.J. Watt. I don't think Houston has a quarterback. Washington, RG3. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm watching. This should probably, I think Houston will be an under team most of the year. They got a great defense and can't score. Washington, I don't know. It's a good game to watch and feel and try to learn. Let's go with San Francisco laying 4.5 at Dallas. San Francisco, they go on the road and it's all defense, and defense wins on the road. Kaepernick's fine, Gore's fine, Bolden's fine. The defense will miss Bowman, but they did a nice draft, got a couple of linebackers. Alden Smith goes out, so this has hurt this play. It would have been much stronger, but I do like 49ers in this game. With Dallas losing their best lineman, and I forgot his name, went to Denver. With that happening, Dallas really doesn't have anything. Sean Lee's out again for the year. Dallas has no defense, and Frisco's got a good defense, and they got a good offense. Romo, who knows about his back, but Frisco and Harbaugh, when you get the better coach, better defense, and quarterback's kind of a draw there because Romo's choke mo. So I like the 49ers here. Not big because of what's going on, but let's watch them the first few weeks. One thing to keep in mind now, why didn't Teaserking play Green Bay against Seattle yesterday? Because he loves the dogs and he loves that. The reason is you don't mess with Superman. Seattle at home, they really are good against passing teams. Drew Brees twice last year. Peyton Manning, we know what happened in the Super Bowl. So against passing offenses, Seattle has their number. If Brady or Manning or anybody plays at Seattle or against Seattle, forget about it. I know next week or 2 weeks they're at San Diego, and it scares me to death there. But normally I would have played Green Bay in 12, but the biggest rule I've learned is you don't freak out. You don't freak with the best team. I don't want to swear here. You don't play against the best team. You either play them or watch, because the best team is the best team, and you don't want to bet against them. I didn't like betting. I didn't want to take Seattle even because Green Bay could pull the upset, but as we see, they're no match. Seattle is just too strong. I think the only team Seattle can't beat is San Francisco and Arizona because of their defenses can hold them in check. Outside of that, let's not forget Frisco did have them in the championship game by a lot, so that's the one team that's their nemesis. So anyway, that's why I don't like to bet against the best. I'm looking for the mismatch, the good versus the bad. With that said, let's go to Pittsburgh against Cleveland. Pitt's laying 6.5 against Cleveland. Trend in this game is Pitt and the favorite are 9-1 the last 10 years. Enough said. The last 6, Pitt's 6-0, and then the last 5 years, it's 5-0. Everything's close. Pitt wins at home. This game's even. Pitt even. Take it. Playing with the Niners. It's a very good play. Pitt will not lose. They don't lose to Cleveland. Cleveland I'm not impressed with. Gordon's out. Manziel is, you can see now, a product of the coach at A&M more than he's this great quarterback. Still immature, the money and the flipping off everybody. I don't think he's going to help. But I don't like Hoyer for Cleveland. There's no way Cleveland wins this game. So you got Pitt even. It's a good line. Take it. Let's go to New England and Miami. One of my favorites, Tom Brady. The trend here is all New England. New England's 8-2 there, 9-1 as the favorite, 11-1 the last 12 is the favorite. Miami is a play against home underdog, means when they're a home underdog, play against them, 7-1. New England the last 6-0. Take New England and Miami. New England owns them. Gronk is back. Darrelle Revis at the corner, helped that depleted secondary. Tom Brady, enough said. New England wins the game. You're getting a 1.5. It's gold. It's gold. It's what we're looking for. With Gronk, you got to look at New England as a different team with Gronk. When he's hurt, it's one thing. Then it's just Brady. But you let Brady have Gronk, forget about it. Now, the reason New England hasn't won a Super Bowl a couple years is their defense. When they were winning, their defense was so strong. They held Kurt Warner in check on the Rams and Philadelphia, and I mean, they played very strong. And lately, their defense is not up to stuff. So you got to be careful with them. But in this role with Gronk against the Miami team that they always handle, this is a good play here. But just be careful with them. I don't know if they're a team you start laying that 12, 13 points with anymore. But right now, you got them plus 1.5 in a game that they always win. You got to go with them. It's just like the Pittsburgh game. Pitt always beats Cleveland. New England always beats Miami. Green Bay always beats Detroit. Minnesota always beats Detroit at home. The list goes on and on. One game I'm interested in, I'm not playing, is Detroit laying 6 to the Giants. I don't know what's going on there. Normally I would bet against the Lions anytime they're favored. They have no defense. They can't hold a lead. They'll throw the ball to Kelvin 52 times. 3, 4 covered. They'll get away with it early, and then they'll throw the interception. I don't know. I keep hearing that the Giants aren't ready. They've changed offensive coordinators. Eli Manning's not catching on. I don't know what's going on in New York. This should be an easy lock for the Giants getting 12, but I can't even play the game because I don't know what's going on. So I got to watch this game. It's Monday night. A good game to watch. And the last game I'm going to talk about is Arizona laying 3.5 to San Diego. San Diego is a great dog, very strong road dog. I'm a little bit afraid that Arizona will do what Seattle did to Green Bay, where Seattle plays these passing teams and forget about it. And the same thing here. Arizona, Patrick Peterson's the best cornerback now in the league, and they got a tremendous defense, Arizona. So I don't know if San Diego will do their normal bit of, throwing and being able to score. Fortunately, Arizona is not that explosive as an offensive team. So I think you can take San Diego in the points here, get the 9.5. An exceptional road dog, and they're on the same time zone, so that's not a big deal. Actually, San Diego might be an hour better, which would be even better on the West Coast. I don't know if Arizona is West Coast or Central right now. Anyway, so San Diego 9.5 is pretty safe here with Arizona without a real strong offense, but they do have a tremendous defense. Patrick Peterson, if he returns punts. The good news for San Diego is the Honey Badger's out because he's starting to play really well. So without him and just Peterson, I do look for San Diego to make a game out of it. But that's it. Again, I have a huge lot going, and definitely make some big money on that one. That's about it. We'll look at it. We look at the matchups. One thing about Denver and San Diego this year, they have to play the NFC West, and we all know that means Peyton Manning's got to play Seattle, Frisco, Arizona, and St. Louis. Probably the 4 best defenses in the league, and they're all in the same conference. So be aware when Peyton Manning, especially on the road, has to go to Seattle or Frisco, look out, because those are going to be tough games for him. That's the matchup that I'm talking about. I look at the trends, and I get that, but it's the art of the bet is what I do so well. And that art of the bet is the matchup. That's why I didn't play Green Bay, and that's why it's going to be hard to play. When Denver plays Seattle, don't even worry about revenge, because it's not going to happen. You know, Michigan can revenge Appalachian State. Denver cannot revenge Seattle. It's not going to happen. It's not possible. Seattle will beat Denver. They'll beat San Diego. It's just very, a good passing team. That's why Seattle lost to Arizona. Arizona ran it down their throat, but their defense was so good, Seattle couldn't do anything. And that really was the difference. But, it was a very low-scoring game. So you'll get a lot of unders in that division, and you'll definitely, when they play the passing teams, the Drew Brees, Atlanta, the Lions, any of those teams, Green Bay, with that good quarterback, that's the stud, Manning, Brady, forget about them. Do not play them against Seattle, Frisco, Arizona. It's not going to happen. It's not a good bet. It's not a good matchup. So we'll see. Anyway, let's watch St. Louis with their quarterback in Minnesota. I'm curious to see how their quarterbacks look. New Orleans, Atlanta. Who knows? I mean, Atlanta goes from Super Bowl to nothing. So we'll see what happens there. Oakland, I like Derek Carr a lot. I think he'll develop and be a star, but not right now. Alright, well, that's Teaserking again. I have a huge lot going this weekend. www.teaserking.com. Please come, take a look, watch my videos. Any questions, comments, just leave them here. Email me. It's on the site, and I'll be happy to consult with you on any game or pick or money management. If you don't have that much, you build your bankroll. This is what we're doing now, is building a bankroll, and then as we see the teams more and see them develop, then the bets start going up and up. Okay, well, good luck everybody this weekend. We'll have another big week, I'm sure. Alright, have a nice weekend, have a nice night. Take care.